As for someone who never gets tired, moving around, walking, and even using our gadgets requires energy. So, the question is, how do we get that energy?
Now, the first thing you could probably think of is food. And yes, that is where it all starts. But once you've eaten something, have you ever wondered how does your body get the energy from the food?
This is when respiration comes into play. So when you hear the word respiration nowadays, you might think of breathing. But, to put it simply, respiration is not equal to breathing. Instead, breathing is a physical process that involves drawing air into your lungs to get oxygen and exchanging it for carbon dioxide.
There are trillions of cells in our body. Each contains a massive number of microscopic energy-producing power plants known as mitochondria. Mitochondria are organelles that transform the food we consume and the air we breathe into adenosine triphosphate or ATP, a sort of fuel that power our cells, ultimately ourselves.
Respiration is a chemical process in which glucose is converted into energy, called ATP. Functions as a currency the body may use to exchange for various things such as metabolism and cell transport.
Their reactants, glucose and oxygen, combine during respiration to generate new products, carbon dioxide molecules, water molecules, and adenosine triphosphate.
The fascinating thing is that this chemical reaction continuously happens inside all living cells. So in every cell we're made of, energy is pumped out so we can do incredible things.
What's also cool is that there are two types of respiration. The first one is aerobic respiration, where the chemical reaction happens in the presence of oxygen. So, you're inhaling and receiving a lot of oxygen while sitting there. In the presence of oxygen, your cells joyfully absorb glucose and convert it to energy, reducing carbon dioxide and water. The second one is anaerobic respiration, where the reaction happens without oxygen. This means that glucose can be turned into energy even in the absence of oxygen. However, instead of carbon dioxide and water, lactic acid is generated as byproduct. I'm sure we've all had that time when our muscles start to burn and pain a little during sport or activity. That is the result of the lactic acid buildup. Therefore, I believe we should pause to appreciate our bodies since this process is remarkable. I mean, we eat food and then that's digested in our stomachs and we get glucose. And then that glucose is used to produce energy through respiration, which can happen in the presence of oxygen or in the absence of oxygen. So I mean, how amazing is that?